Hi, American. It's me, a mental monster. Yeah, I'm mentally ill. I've been mentally ill since I was 8 years old. There's a reason I'm mentally ill. There's a reason that this world shit on me. And today we're going to talk about bullying. We're going to talk about what it feels like to be bullied all your fucking life. Not only by the people, but by the government. And I'm going to tell you right now what I've done to cope. Because I had to cope. You don't understand bullying. You know, when I was stabbed by a serial killer and those people followed me to school and they made me afraid of everybody, okay, I cowered to the people. When people walked down the hall towards me, okay, I went to the other side of the hall. I avoid people, okay? When I left my class at school, some days I went out the fucking window. I sat in the back corner and I fucking crawled out the window, and I did that because I knew when I walked out in the hall somebody was going to fucking hurt me. I knew somebody was going to fucking, okay? And what's happening in America is there's 100 million fucking kids like that in the fucking system. There's so many kids at school that get treated like I did. Dude, you don't understand bullying. You have no fucking clue what it means. So let me tell you what I did as a child to try and stop it, and nobody let me stop it. My mom was a school teacher in the Oregon School District, and I had privileges other kids didn't have. I was able to not be around too many people. I was allowed during the summertime to go to the Lane Education Service District and preview films. They paid me a little bit of money. They gave me popcorn. I was a kid. I loved that. I got to watch a movie free, and I didn't have a huge crowd of people around it. And when the movie was over, I got to sit in a group of people, and I got to voice my opinion, and I got to tell them what grade of education that movie should go to. Well, we previewed a movie when I was about 9, maybe 10 years old, and there was this little boy that was walking the halls of the school, and he was getting hit. He was being teased. He was quiet. He was shy. Okay, he was smaller than the other kids. They shit on him. They shit on him so bad that the whole movie was like that. Every time he walked down the hall, somebody picked on him. One day, at the very end of the movie, he was in the very back of the school bus. I'm never going to forget this, folks, because it's how I felt my whole life. It's how I've always felt. Okay? That little boy started to walk off the bus when he got to his stop. And everybody on that bus, they made a point to film everybody on that bus spitting on that kid, hitting that kid, kicking that kid, calling that kid names. The kid walked down to the last step on the bus. The door opened up, and that kid fell face first into the fucking snow because dead. His heart hurt and his heart exploded before he got off the bus because people hurt him so bad. Folks, I told everybody that should be played in every grade. That should be put on the fucking, that movie should be played for the American fucking people so that the American people can see what the other side looked like. Okay? I didn't realize it at the time that I said the things. I didn't win. They didn't show that to any grade. They were so upset about that movie that they didn't show it to anybody. You know what, folks? That movie has to come back out of hiding. That movie has to be shown to the kids in the school system because the kids are getting bullied every day. I know my grandson gets bullied. When my grandson came in kindergarten to me and told me a grader picks on him, folks, if a grader's picking on your grandson at the school, you need to go to the principal and you need to tell the principal they need to open their fucking eyes. They need to open their eyes and they need to stop that shit right now. They need to understand that every student is equal in that school and they all deserve the same protection. But they do not do that. They do some nice things for the school district, and right this second I'm going to give Michelle Obama congratulations, honey. You're changing the food system in the school system, and I appreciate that because I was a poor boy in America and I didn't get frickin' lunches at school. I didn't eat lunches. I didn't get to eat because there was nothing fucking for me. My mom was a school teacher and they told her she made too much money. She made too much money with 7 fucking kids. But nobody understood that she didn't make enough fucking money to survive. And the fucking kids are hard to watch when somebody ain't at home watching them. See, America doesn't have a clue. America has no idea what it feels like to be bullied your whole life. I get bullied today. You know why I get bullied today? Because you pay sports people $52 million fucking dollars to treat other people like shit. Okay? Those people don't care about me. Nobody deserves $52 million to fucking play football. I've seen every Super Bowl. I was born in December 26, 1964, folks. In January 1965 was the first Super Bowl. I've seen every one of them. When I was a 5-year-old kid, I loved the Minnesota Vikings. I loved football. Football was a great sport because it was a sport that people were having fun at. And they enjoyed the sport. But the political bureaucrats put their fucking nose in the goddamn thing, and now somebody has to make $78 million fucking dollars to throw a football to somebody else. Folks, if I made $78 million fucking dollars to throw a football, I'd take 77 million of that dollars, and I'd put it into a fund, and I'd fucking start an organization called Help America. I would hire lawyers to get people out of bankruptcy when they're fucking hurting so bad they can't, and I'd feed them while they were doing that until that was done so that they were helped. I would frickin' make sure there was therapists on board. I would make sure everything that the mentally ill and the fucking people needed was there for the people. And I'd help the fucking people. If I had that kind of money, folks, I'd help the fucking people. There'd be an organization like the Cancer Society and the Goodwill trying to help people. You know, those organizations are great. They do help people. But they can't help the people if the government kicks us down. So please, America, stop bullying the nation. Stop being a bully, Barack Obama, and fucking show me that you respect me as a human being. You don't. You don't answer my letters. You answer 10 a fucking day, dude. There's more than 10 people in this world that are hurting, and they want to hear from your ass. I just don't understand this world. This world is a place where people are all about themselves, and I'm tired of people being for themselves. Dude, it's time for you to stand up to your government and say, what about fucking me? What about me? Why don't I count? Why does society have to hurt us? Why does society put us in despair? I'll get to that in another video. This is the Mental Monster, and I'm going to check out for a little while, and I'm going to go drink a cup of coffee and smoke a bowl and think of something else to say to you people.